Hello everyone, I'm Aladesh and I'm here, Night Shift Nurse for PC. So the game came out today. It's developed by Shirofune and published by Shirofune. I don't think it's developed by Shirofune. I think it doesn't have a name. The developer who made this game, but it's weird. Normally it's not Shirofune that makes games. They buy the right to publish on Western. So I don't know who makes this game, but on Steam page says Shirofune. So it's same thing as other games from Shirofune. If you want to get the full content that the game has to offer, you need to go to Shirofune website, click the game, and then on the right side there is like Steam and the name of other website. I don't remember now how it's called, the other website that they have there. That is like a store. You click on that one and it leads to a website where it has a lot of games of like this one, and in there is like the uncensored patch for Steam, and it's free. You download it from there and then you apply, because you can buy the game from that store and you get immediately everything. But if you buy the game on Steam, you want to go to that website and choose the one that's free, the patch that is free, but it needs to say Steam. So yeah, and then apply and you get the full content that the game has to offer, because the censored version that is this one on Steam, it's only 50 minutes. So it's the game is not supposed to be that small, but you know, they have to cut so much content that the games are so short that you need always to get the patch to get the rest of the hours that the game has to offer. So let us start. Oh, by the way, if you have the censored version, this one, if you want, you cannot lower the SFX of the game, because it makes the game crash. So yeah, if you try to lower, the game crash. At least for me, it crashed. I couldn't do anything. The SFX need to be loud. You moron! Are you trying to kill me? Yeesh, I can't get a break. Even the sky's clouding over. Just my luck. I can't tell you why my life ended up like this. My plan was to have the time of my life being a doctor at a big league hospital. Everything should be rosy. Instead, looks like rain. What a perfect fit to celebrate my re-employment. I had superb grades in medical school. I was a top class student with a bright future. And yet, ever since that day, but hey, all that substance is finally over. After all, starting today I'm working at St. Juliana Hospital. It may only be a 1-month part-time assignment, but for me, it's not bad. But why did the Medical Association decide to recommend me all of a sudden? I hope they don't turn around and say it was all a big mistake. There's no point thinking about it. I might as well get going. Not to mention, I've heard rumors that the place is thronging with beautiful nurses. Perhaps I'll be lucky. What's this? As I head for the entrance, I see a nurse squatting in front of a flower bed. She's working away keenly at something. Does she work here? The nurse stretches out a slender arm and takes hold of a flower as it bends under a delicate breeze. Her movements are graceful, gentle, charming. The nurse brushes a stray strand of hair away from her cheek. I catch a glimpse of her fine, angelic profile. She's pretty cute. Perhaps the rumors were true. Can I help you? She noticed me. I better say something. Do you like flowers? Yes, I look after the flower bed here. The head nurse gave me permission to do it when I don't have other work. The nurse's cheeks turn pink with embarrassment, like a child who has been caught doing something they shouldn't be. Would you like to see? The nurse holds out a single flower. The flower has a head of bright red petals, and the heavy bloom sways on its slim stem. That's a rare flower. It is? I suppose it isn't a very common species. The nurse squints at the flower before returning her gaze to me. Is there something I can do for you? She looks directly at me with innocent eyes. I'm going to be working here for tomorrow. On a month part-time placement. Ah, you are a doctor? The nurse nods as thought, satisfied with my answer. That's correct, I'm here for an interview with the person in charge. That will be the medical director. If it's your first time here, I take it you don't know your way around. I'll guide you. You don't mind? Of course not, this way. The nurse seems to have relaxed upon learning that I'm a member of staff. She walks ahead of me, flower still in hand. I follow her lead. It looks like I managed to avoid any suspicion. I'd say I feel something stir within me in response to her innocent appearance. We head through the packed waiting room and into the hospital. This hospital has west and east wings in addition to the main building. The building has 3 floors and the roof is accessible too. Signs on the walls point to a multitude of departments from internal medicine and surgery to brain surgery, all ophthalmology, pediatrics, and so on. I see. St. Julian isn't just a big hospital, it has a full complement of medical departments to match its size. It's clearly a top class facility. However, in that case I find it all the more difficult to understand why they will call for someone like me. What's your practice, doctor? I expect I'll be assigned to the gynecology department. What a coincidence, that's my department. A look of pride flashed across the nurse's face in response to my faltering reply. My name's Irasaka. How about you? My name is Ren Anas. Ren means love in Japanese. What a lovely name. Thank you very much. I glance at Ren's flushed face as we proceed down the hallway. I can see a heavy-looking wooden door at the end of the hallway. We are here, the medical director's office. Thank you. Sorry to take your time. Not at all. I look forward to working with you starting tomorrow. Ah, yes, me too. Ah, that's right. If you like, please. She holds out a single flower from the bouquet in her arms. For me? You don't like flowers? Ren tilts her head slightly to one side and peers at me. Am I supposed to be happy to receive something like this? Is she making fun of me? That's not it. What's this all about? I can't tell what she's aiming for here. Is she trying to get ahead at work by giving me presents? Perhaps she's hoping to get preferential treatment over the other nurse by acting friendly toward me? Either way, I'll turn her down for now. I couldn't, after you spent so much time growing them. It's only a small gift, nothing special. I try to give the flower back, but Ren smiles and presses it into my hand. Thanks, you're welcome. I must get going. Ren walks away in the direction of the central part of the hospital, leaving me staring dazedly at the flower she gave me. A flower. For some reason I could not look Ren in the eyes. The feeling of her fingers brushing against mine as she handed over the flower still lingers inexplicably. It's the first time I've received a gift from a woman since the day I was born. And a flower at that. Nothing special, you say, that's for sure. But why would she give me a flower? Could it be that she likes me? That must be it. If not, why should she give me a flower? I see, hehe, not bad. If that's how she feels, I see no reason to reject her. Quite the opposite, I will happily welcome her and keep her. After all, I had had my eye on her since the moment we met. Now that I'm looking at it, the flower's pretty beautiful too. Haha, this is going to be fun. I gaze at the flower and smile unconsciously, as I imagine everything I would like to do with a woman like her. Well then, I came back to my senses. This is no time to be fooling around looking at flowers. I still have a hurdle to overcome. Whether or not I get to work here depends on the result of this interview. Until now, I was only mildly interested in this place, but now I'm sold. I absolutely have to get this job. I must make Ren my own. I compose myself, tuck the flower into my pocket, and turn back toward the medical director's office. Well then, according to rumors from the medical association, the director specifically requested me. It's not this normal way of doing things, and it caused quite a stir at the association. They asked me time after time if I knew someone at the hospital, but no matter how hard I think, nobody springs to mind. I don't remember making any such acquaintance. Oh well, thinking about it won't get me anywhere. The only thing for it is to go inside and see who it is. I'm here on recommendation from the medical association. I knock on the door and request permission to enter. Come in, it's open. A woman? She sounds pretty young too. Okay, excuse me. Just as I thought, a woman. She looks like she might even be younger than me. A young woman as my boss could make it more difficult to work here. In any case, I should introduce myself properly. Pleased to meet you. I'm here on recommendation from the medical association. My name's... I'm aware, Mr. Irasaka, correct? Huh? I know all about you. You earned top grades from a state-run medical college. Your research was also very interesting. A medical student with a bright future. Oh, she's well informed. I'm sure it's the first time we have met, but she's talking as though she knows me. Could we have met somewhere before? However, 10 years ago, you suddenly dropped off the radar and nobody heard from you again, am I right? Well, what the heck? What is this about? I'm totally stumped. Ever since then, I've been searching for you. For me? What's her game? Just how much does she know? Hey, don't tell me you don't remember. The director smiles widely in my direction and peers into my face. Narumi? No way. How? Why is that woman here? Narumi Chinguchi. She was in the same year as me at medical school. She knows my secrets and she's one of the most beautiful women I have ever met. Back then, I was completely absorbed in my research on biology. I wanted to use medical expertise to study the secrets of the complex system Peonch called the human body. Driven by that purpose, I set my sights on a woman from the same lab as me, which was Narumi. And so I plotted to experiment on her. It was easy, all that was required was a small modification to her drink. I remember trembling in excitement at having obtained the ultimate test subject. From that moment on, I shone like a star. I lost myself in experiment after experiment and wrote countless excellent essays. And I took steps to turn Narumi into the perfect source of data. But that's where it all ended. The rumors of my unethical experiments spread. I fled from the college, never to be seen again. Ever since then, everything went wrong, and my life took on an aimless quality. I'm a shadow of my former self, a third-rate gynecologist who can hardly afford to put food on the table. I tried to continue my work with other subjects, but I never met anyone as well suited to my vision as Narumi. In fact, everyone treated me like some kind of freak, made fun of me. I can't believe she's sitting there, right in front of my eyes, Narumi Shinguchi. What's this all about, Narumi? I find it hard to believe she went through all this effort to find me so we could catch up with a shot. Could she be seeking revenge? I still myself and fix Narumi with a sharp glare. I can't blame you for being surprised. Narumi flashed me a beguiling smile. The truth is, I was looking for you for a reason. Will you hear me out? With those words, Narumi unfurls the blueprints of a building on her desk. Despite my couch, I can't help but be drawn in and take a look. It will appear to be the plans for this very hospital. This hospital is enjoying great success for a private establishment. However, I'm not the kind of woman who could set her sights so low. In order to develop the hospital further, I came up with a plan. I want to create a special ward. Narumi's finger points to a certain area of the blueprint. There is an area surrounded by a dotted line. That must be where the special ward is planned to be built. We will fill the special ward with patients who are rich or who have power over society. There are other hospitals with similar facilities, but here's the secret. Narumi's eyes sparkle, and she leans in closer as she begins explaining. The contents of that explanation are shocking. The nurses who will work in special ward are to receive a special type of training. By special training, she means they are to become submissive, compliant carers that appease rich, powerful men. Just imagine, a gaggle of beautiful women just waiting to serve. Patients will be queuing to get in. Narumi snickers as thought entertaining by the thought. The patients are to receive all the love and care possible from the trained nurse. In return, those patients will give a huge sums of money and vast privileges to the hospital. Narumi wants to create a perfect machine of grease, palms and backroom handshakes. The plan is already in motion. I've pulled some strings behind the scenes at the association too. Now all that's left is to prepare some extraordinary nurses. At this point, Narumi looks me dead in the eyes. I want you to take on the role of raising those nurses. What do you think? Raising nurses? Re-educating them? In other words, Narumi is telling me to make change to the nurse in this hospital. Do the same kinds of things I did to her in the past. What are you thinking? Oh, I thought I was perfectly clear. Narumi gives me a look of slight surprise. Not that, I scramble for the right words. Narumi, don't you bear a grudge against me? I used you as my lab rat. Don't you hate me? Narumi shakes her head. I'm not the type to obsess over what's done. I've left the past behind. Done? Left behind? Back then, did it affect you so little? There are 4 candidates to start. Pay no heed to my doubtful demeanor, Narumi retrieves a file from the drawer under her desk. Take a look at their backgrounds and photos. There are several photos attached to the file, each of them showing an individual nurse. They are all superb specimens, don't you think? I see, just as Narumi says, these ladies are the cream of the crop. However, my eyes are drawn to one of the pictures in particular. It's the nurse from before, Ren, was it? She's one of the candidates, which means if I take this job, she will be... No, wait. Should you do a good job of changing these ladies, I intend to welcome you as the head of the special ward. The selection of further nurses will be down to you. Head? Me? Not a bad offer, right? Far from bad. It's a suspiciously good offer. Why will Naomi do all this for me? Something is not right, however you look at it. What on earth are you planning? I look Naomi in the eyes. She's calmly looking straight back at me. Naomi, what are you thinking? What does she want from me so badly that she will offer up her own hospital's nurse on a silver platter? Is she planning a fait accompli? What the hell is that? So she can get me charged with something? Hey, what are you worried about? Never mind the past. What have you got to lose in the here and now? Well, you make a good point, but right where it hurts. She's right that I have no reputation or standing to lose. As such, there won't be much point in blackmailing me. But the reason Narumi called me here has nothing to do with me as a doctor. She wants me as a man, as an experimental doctor with the power to change females. In that case, from my point of view, she created the perfect environment for me. But can I trust her? What's more, you are the perfect man for the job. No, the only man for the job. I know the reason for that firsthand. Narumi looks into my eyes, a smile playing on her lips. It looks almost as if she's remembering that time from our past. Narumi, are you... Back then, she was just a plain, timid student. Or is this whole thing an act, in order to take her revenge on me? It's suspicious, too suspicious. That said, the promise of being able to study these nurse has a certain appeal. What should I do? I was able to rise to my current position by virtue of my skill and just a little luck, but to go further, I need something more. Narumi's expression is conspiratorial. Man, these games have such words like Jesus Christ. Won't you collaborate with me on this plan? You won't regret it. Collaborate, huh? If I take this job, I'll be able to once again taste the giddy sensation of those days of experimentation. For that joy, it must be worth enduring some risk. If I feel it's getting fishy, I can always make a run for it. Well, are you interested? I nod slowly. Yes, I am. I'll take the job. That settles it, then. Narumi narrows her eyes further and smiles. I'll have you start tomorrow. Come and report to me tomorrow morning. Ah, okay. Well then, I'm looking forward to working with you. Narumi passes me an envelope full of materials and leaves the room. Narumi, are you trying to take advantage of me? Or... I leave the hospital, still with some doubts over Narumi's words, but the promise of new experiments has set my heart ablaze. Guess I'll go home for now. It's late. I return to my dingy abode and spread out the documents Naruto gave me. They contain details about each nurse, including their behavior at the hospital. To think I get to experiment on nurses at such an exclusive hospital. All of them have excellent potential as test subjects. I find myself captivated. Things are getting serious, or should that be interesting? I'll be able to experience those days of experimentation again. Come to think of it, I haven't done any proper experiments since Narumi. That's right, I'm sure to be rusty. What approach shall I take? If I just add something to threaten them with, make them listen to me. I can't help but wonder what about Narumi too. Okay, I'll choose my target and stick close to her. Learn what I can. I should be able to polish my experimental skills along the way. This time already, I should get some rest for tomorrow. Okay, that's the opening, so I'm gonna skip that because the music can have copyright. So opening week 1 Monday morning. I'm still tired. That's right, I start today. Daydream? Get up now. Yes, daydream. I got to go to the hospital. I'm a doctor at an illustrious hospital starting today. What a change from the pathetic life I've been leading up until now. Hehe. Whoa, this time already? I better go. Of course, you cannot see. There's the hospital. I better go meet Narumi first of all. Ah, Hirasaka, you are here. I'm looking forward to working with you starting today. I look inside the director's room and find Narumi waiting for me there. Ah, yeah. You'll be working the 1 PM to 5 PM shift. As far as everyone else is concerned, you are on a part-time contract, so it can't be helped. The plan I ask for your help with is top secret. Nobody must suspect anything. You understand that, don't you? Doing real work is going to be such a pain. You may do as you please outside of that time. Narumi continues as thought, having read my thoughts. Does that mean how I win over the nurse we are targeting is up to me? Sure, do things your way. Just make sure you come and report to me each morning, please. As long as I complete my official work, I can do whatever I like besides that. Not bad. Understood. Beyond that, I'll do my own thing. That's fine. I have a business to attend to, so I'll be leaving now. Take it easy. Okay, I'll think about my plan of attack. I have great expectations. Hehe. Naru gives me a faint smile and leaves the room. Now then, judging by what Narumi was saying, I won't be able to walk around the hospital freely during my working hours. If I leave it too late, the nurse might go home, which leaves... I should be able to follow the nurse around for an hour or so before and after work. If I can find something to blackmail them with during that time, I'll be able to wrap them into my experiments. Yeah, if I can find that, then I can call for them during the night shift when the hospital is nice and quiet and begin my experiments. Yeah, I'll go with that. I still got time before work. I guess I'll go right ahead and look for one of my targets. Alright, Narumi gave me the nurse schedules yesterday. If I use this, I'll know what floor each target will be on at given time. Alright, I'll find a nurse to target and put this thing to good use. The always empty doors leading to hospital rooms line the walls. I suddenly stop in front of a certain room. A flash of bright color draws my eye. This room belongs to one of the inpatients. However, the patient is supposedly away right now, leaving the room empty. Let's take a look inside. It's the same as any other hospital room. There is a bed, a small side table, a flower vase sits on the bedside table. I've seen the flowers arranged in it somewhere before. This must be what I saw, but I'm not exactly knowledgeable when it comes to flowers. However, I get the feeling that these are similar in both color and shape to the one Ren gave to me. I'm pretty sure there was a man's name written on the name card outside the door, which means... As I'm lost in thought, the sound of light footsteps reached my ear. The footsteps approached gradually. Is somebody there? It wouldn't be good if I got caught in a room I have no business being in. I early eye behind the partition. The door opens. Through it comes Ren. Ren enters, pushing a man in a wheelchair. Was she taking this patient for a walk or something? But Ren is assigned to the gynecology department. She shouldn't have any male patients. Thank you, Ren. The man gives Ren a tap on the arm and smiles. Ren, talk about overfamiliar. Even I wouldn't be able to call Ren by a nickname at this stage. Let's get you into bed. Ren lends the man her shoulder and moves slowly toward the bed. The man wraps his arm around Ren's slim shoulders. Drat, get your hands off her. I feel annoyance rise within me. The man lies down on the bed with Ren's help. It's okay, I can do the rest by myself. No, I still need to tuck you in, right? Ren briskly straightens the bedclothes. The man watches her, a smile on his face. Why, Ren? Why doesn't it bother you to have him look at you that way? As for him, how dare you look at my Ren like that? I really am okay. Hurry back to work. But Ren gazes wistfully at the man. I'll be fine, okay? Ren instantly nods and gives the man's hand a quick squeeze. Get better soon, now? I see, so that's how it is. All the evidence before my eyes points to these two having a special relationship. The kind where they have pet names for each other. Boyfriend and girlfriend, or perhaps engaged? I absent-mindedly fish around in my pocket. The tip of my finger brushes up against a withered petal. What's this? That's right, the flower Ren gave me when we first met. I went and got carried away back then. Come to think of it, she probably picked that flower for this guy too. How dare you, Ren, giving me something like that? Someone else sloppy seconds. God damn it. I crushed the flower in my fist. I'll come back later if I get time. Thank you, but don't force yourself. I'm not forcing anything. Ren flashes the man Naoya, if I recall the name on the nameplate correctly. A carefree smile. She never smiles at me like that. The forced smile Ren always directs my way crosses my mind. Compared to her smiles just now, it's as fake can be. I let myself be fooled by that surface level smile, but I get it now. Ren, you never felt the slightest thing for me, did you? She gave me the flower on a whim. Since she's so full of happiness, she decided to take pity on me. That may make you feel good, Ren. But what about me? I thought just for a moment that you might be a good woman. I was wrong. Get well soon. I will. Ren and Noya gaze at one another, smiling. Drat, this sucks. I can't stand it. I can't stand Ren's attitude. I can't stand the happy look in this man's eyes as he looks at Ren either. That's right, I can't stand it. I saw Ren first, she's mine. I'll never let a man like you have her. Like I'll let these two find happiness together. I'll never allow it. I'll make them pay for making a fool of me. I quietly leave the room, the sound of the two of them chatting happily ringing in my ears. I try climbing up to the roof on a whim, but there's nobody here. I can look out over the town from here. I'll wait through the wire fence. A spirited breeze brushed my face and rustled my lab coat. Still, it's been a while since I stood somewhere, so I got up. I all forgot just how good it feels to look down on people like this. After all, until Naomi called me here, I was living like a worm crawling in the dirt. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry took me for a fool. But that isn't me anymore. I'm a doctor at a respectable hospital now, even if only temporarily. All must respect me. I'll enjoy power the hands down there will never taste. That's right. I don't have the time to hang around up here. It's not like the fumes that's special after all. I mutter as I head for the staircase. A woman's voice. It sounded like it came from the laundry drying area. I thought there was nobody else up here, but shit must have hidden her from my sight. What's this? I head towards the laundry drying area to see who the owner of the voice is. The area is in a frightful state. The laundry, which someone went to the trouble of cleaning, is strewn all over the place. Could it have been the wind? There's a large sheet spread out on the ground, and wrapped up in it a squirming nurse. She's flailing her hands about in a panic, trying to free herself from the twisted sheets. However, her efforts are far from successful. How adorably clumsy. I can't wait to get a look at her face. What's the matter? Sounding as concerned as possible, I call out to the nurse. I tripped over the laundry. I hear a soft voice answer from within the sheets. Following that, the nurse's gentle-looking face emerged from the tangle. Ah! The nurse wrapped up in the sheets is one of my targets. I'll never forget any of the face on the list Naomi gave me. She's Aku. Are you okay? Here. I reach out a hand to help her get up from the tangle of sheets. Yes, thank. Oh, Aku reached to take my hand, but suddenly refroze it when she sees my face. I'm fine. I don't need. I can stand up by myself. This woman, she pulled her hand away when she saw my face. Would she have taken it if it was someone else? Hey, don't worry about it. I unruffle my feathers and reach my hand out again. Honestly, I'm fine. Aku shows no intention whatsoever of taking my hand. In fact, it even seems as though she's trying to avoid it. Hey, can't you even bring yourself to touch me? It's almost like she sees me as something dirty. What the hell? I shall be okay now, so... As I stand there speechless with rage, Aku stands up, rearranging the hem of her nurse uniform. I'm so very sorry. What she's apologizing for? Is it because she pulled her hand back when she saw my face? What's her problem with me? To think I made the effort to try and help her up. Seriously, what's with her attitude? I'm very sorry. I don't feel like answering. My mood considerably soured. I simply stand there in disbelief. Perhaps for that reason, Aku bows her head apologetically. Her gaze stops at my chest. That lab coat, it's from this hospital, isn't it? Might you be... Aku pipes up, apparently having only just noticed this fact. Yes, I'm a temporary doctor. So, she didn't think I look like a doctor without seeing my uniform? I can't calm my rage. However, she's one of my targets. I'll take my time paying her back for this insult later. The name's Irasaka. I somehow managed to rein myself in and introduce myself. So I've been informed. My name is Aku Fujisawa. I work in the pharmacy. I know all about you, but why are you talking like that all prim and proper? Is she the kind of nurse who bows and scraps to the doctors, or is she just making fun of me? Please forgive my earlier discourtesy. I shall be more careful from now on. Aku apologized, her polite tone contrasting somewhat with her flustered manner. What she's acting so standoffish for? It's like she's trying to keep her distance from me. She hasn't even looked me in the eyes once. Is she that desperate to avoid looking at my face? Is there something nasty stuck on there or something? I'm glad to have made your acquaintance. Well... Aku stumbles utterly away, having told me only her name and department. In the end, she didn't look at me in the face even once after she pulled her hand away. What did I do? What's so bad about me? How could you waste my kindness like that? The hell was all that about? I thought, then yelled to nobody in particular on the bottom rooftop. Just as I'm stamping my feet in rage, my eyes settled on the scattered laundry. She ran off without even tidying it up. Does she really find me that unpleasant? How dare she make such a fool of me? She doesn't know the first thing about me. My whole body shakes with rage. I'll show you. I mutter under my breath, the fire of vengeance burning within me. Ah, how you get up there? Where I can't reach it. Brats, their high-pitched voice go right through me as they run about and play. This is why I hate kids. I glare in the general direction of their voice. As I look that way, I notice a nurse surrounded by children. She must be in her early 20s. It's okay, leave it to me. Huh? I may not look much, but I'm a master tree climber. Hold on a minute. Tree climber? I look up in response to those words and see a paper airplane caught in a tree's branch. The nurse grabs one of the tree's lower branch casually, kicks off the ground, and lifts herself up effortlessly. Climbing trees in a nurse uniform, I find my eyes glued to her, watching in disbelief. Hold on, that nurse. I stop in my tracks as I draw closer to the nurse. That face, I've seen her somewhere before. She's on the list, isn't she? I try to remember the details. I'm pretty sure her name is Hikaru. That's right, I remember now. Hikaru Kodama, 21 years old, pediatric nurse. 21, she's only just became a nurse. I tilt my head to one side as I look at her face, which shows no signs of makeup. She seems a little naive. Putting her up as a candidate. Narumi, what are you thinking? She's like a wild horse, this one. Hikaru speeds up the tree like a squirrel or a monkey. Her muscles bulge as she makes her way up with leaf movements. Then again, her appearance is slender overall, but she's not overly thin. It's just that there's no excess fat on her anywhere. Maybe she has her charms? At the foot of the tree, the children look up with worried face. Miss, be careful! Hikaru gives the children a cheery wave. The children seem reassured by this and wave their little hands frantically in return. Okay, I'm going to knock it down. It seems she's reached the paper airplane. Okay, the children wait with outstretched arms. Hikaru stretches her arm toward the paper airplane. Yeah, she loses her balance and teeters atop the branch. Ah, slip. Hikaru lets go of the branch and suddenly she's falling. Miss! Ow, 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 ow. Hikaru lands squarely on her rump and scrunches her face in pain as she sits where she fell. Miss, are you okay? Does it hurt? The children run up to Hikaru and surround her, almost in tears. I'm fine, haha, silly me. Hikaru answers the children with a smile. Willia? What the? What the hell is that word? I'm okay, see, ow. She tries to stand up in a show of bravado, but instead sinks back down. She must have injured herself. There's nothing for it, I'll check it out for her, or rather, I'll use that as a pretext to approach her. And once I get the ball rolling... Hey, what happened? Huh? Hikaru looks up in surprise at my unexpected intervention. I was watching you just now, talk about risky behavior. You saw me climbing the tree too? Hikaru widens her eyes, she must not have noticed me. Come on, I'll take a look. What are you? I quickly grab hold of her leg. As my mind rushes to make up a diagnosis, I take a closer look at her. It's not obvious at a glance, but she really does have muscles. That explains her athleticism. You don't seem to have broken anything. There's bruising and some abrasions. Her knee looks red and a small amount of blood is oozing out. I gently stroke the outline of her knee. Stop it, you weirdo! Hikaru suddenly pulls her leg out of my grasp. I'm sorry? What's with this woman? What kind of attitude is that to show toward someone being kind to you? Stop touching my leg. Filth, weirdo, creep, creep, creep. Hikaru spits a string of vicious words my way, glaring the whole time. Creep? Did she call me a creep? I've done nothing yet. Talk about false accusations. Whoa, I'm a doctor here. I pawn, showing her my lab coat, but Hikaru's distrustful expression doesn't fade. Doctor, don't lie, I've never seen you before. I resist the urge to retort that I've never seen her either, until just now. Things could get complicated if she kicks up a fuss. I have to resolve this misunderstanding. I thought I'm here part-time. I started this month. I work in the gynecology department. Do you know? I desperately string words together. Hikaru tilts her head to one side, a blank look on her face. Come to think of it, I might have heard about something like that. Oh, come on, give me a break. I can't believe I got cursed out of a misunderstanding. One of the kids who has been watching your conversation apprehensively speaks timidly. Miss? Hikaru's expression softens instantly. She puts on a wide grin and looks at the children with calm eyes. I'm sorry, it's nothing. Let's go. She takes a child hand in each of her own and goes to leave. Hold on a minute. She's going to leave without so much as an apology after saying all that? Hey! Ikar turns to face me, her mouth twists into a wicked smile. If you are a part-timer, shouldn't you be doing some actual work? Huh? You cheeky little... What business is it of yours? While I'm still trying to think of a comeback, Ikar turns her back on me. Later, bye-bye. She waves her hand lazily and walks away. How dare a lowly nurse like her talk back to me? What the hell? She was making fun of me, wasn't she? Creep, you say? Weirdo? Drat, that woman. Make a fool out of me, will you? Someone like that requires strict education. That's right, I'll teach her. She'll learn her place. Put that away, Car's liveliness could offer good motivation. She can ridicule me to her heart's content. Then I'll show her who's actually boss. I'm not letting her get away with making a fool of me. Just you wait. I walk away, my lips forming a sneer. So basically he's meeting all the nurse that is going to re-educate. Christ, what a well-kept hospital. The hospital is filled with gleaming, polished white surface. Every inch of it feeds my jealousy as one who has lived a dim, dank life. Why the hell is everything so perfect? I grumble at this disgusting bright surface as I walk down the hallway. Like I say, you mustn't do it that way, do you understand? You have to bring this corner over to the other side like this. I unconsciously stop in my tracks at the sound of a voice coming from one of the hospital rooms. The voice belongs to a nurse, huh? Is she training one of the nurses? Intrigued, I listen in for a while. The nurse's voice occasionally takes on a demanding tone. She must be teaching one of the nurses who hasn't got the hang of things yet. She's more than likely a supervisor. Not like that, try it again. She patiently explains the same thing time and time again, varying her choice of words. It would seem the new nurse is not a fast learner. Even so, I don't detect any frustration in the teacher's voice. It seems like the pupil is listening intently too. Okay, they must have the beautiful master-disciple relationship thing going on. I'm not a fan of pompous women, but I've got a good feeling listening to this supervisor. I wonder what she looks like. Judging by her voice and the content of the conversation, I get the feeling she's the type who'll give off a grown-up charm. Let's take a look. I can hold back my curiosity as to the voice owner no longer. Resolving to peek inside the room, I put my hand on the door. What are you doing? Bam! Ow! From my place on the ground, I look up at the person I bump into. Ah! It's one of my targets, Remy Chinchu, a nurse supervisor. The pitcher she was holding has overturned, inevitably soaking her. Covered in water, she looks back. Oh, her gaze becomes sharp, almost upset. She must have realized that I'm not a patient but a member of staff. Otherwise, maybe she somehow noticed I was listening in all this time. Oops, my apologies. Are you okay? I calm myself down and speak to Remy. I stand up first and offer my hand to her as she sits on the floor. Out of nowhere, she brushed my hand aside. No, thank you. Remy stands up, glaring at me. Huh? I'm trying to be nice here. What's the matter with this woman? Never mind that. It's against the rules to enter the hospital room without proper calls during work hours. Huh? What else with this broad? She's a feisty one. However, she's a lot more attractive than she looked in her picture. You are Irasaka, aren't you? The temporary doctor? I don't know what kind of hospital you used to work at, but... We have no such sloppy management systems at St. Juliana's Hospital. She scolds me again and again in quick succession, not expecting to get taken to task over something so petty. I stand there dumbfounded. Just hold on a minute. I find myself getting flustered. Do you understand? What you are doing is against regulations. Hey, that's not... I can't think of a good reply. Now I'm speaking face to face with her. Remy's voice is indeed appealing. However, I can't detect even a hint of the kindness that was there when she was instructing the new nurse. Are you listening to me? It's like she's totally absorbed in reprimanding me. But the air of elegance she gives off bears testament to the reason she was chosen as one of my targets. Her well-proportioned, prideful-looking face adds an extra helping of force to her words. Miss Shinchu, are you okay? I'm fine. More importantly, can you change the drips by yourself? Ah, yes. Remy gives me a sidelong glance and goes back to instructing the rookie nurse. Do it quickly then, please. You are 3 minutes behind schedule. Sorry. Remy calmly gives directions to the rookie nurse, even as she bares her fangs at me. What a display of efficiency. She must be pretty quick-witted. As for you, huh? Remy directs her ire at me once again. Why don't you go back to work instead of just standing there? Well, I'm sure we are glad to have you here temporarily. You are nothing more than an obstacle at the moment. You have my unreserved apologies. The more bullish Remy's tone gets, the more I can feel the sadistic flame burning inside me grow. I'll excuse myself then. Wait a moment. I try to leave hurriedly, but Remy still has something to add. I was fine with a little scolding, but any more would be a step too far. Do you still have something to say? Those clothes, can't you tie them up a little? Hygiene is very important within the hospital. The way you are dressed. Is she saying my clothes look unclean? Am I really so unsightly? How dare she mock me like that? Understood. I'll be more careful next time. I run from Remy before she has the chance to go any further with her unending list of complaints. Just who the hell do you think you are? Make fun of me while you can, just you wait. I'll remember this moment, I'll use it to fire my embers of revenge. You better be ready when I finally make my move. I wander aimlessly and eventually find myself in the courtyard. I'm hardly likely to find anything here, if only the fountain had a statue or something. But it's a pretty big courtyard. Even if I am here temporarily, it's hard to believe I'm in such a huge hospital considering my recent destitute state. Even more unbelievable is the fact that Narumi is the director of this hospital. I can't allow myself to get carried away feeling pleased with myself. I need to keep my guard up. I told you, I don't need them. Suddenly a voice resonates through the peaceful courtyard. Why, I had these brought over specially from Paris. I don't care about any of that, I can't accept them. Makoto, surely you could at least take them. I don't want them, I don't want them, I don't want them. Ah, what's going on? What a racket. It sounds like a lover's quarrel. The voice piqued my interest, so I go take a look. There's no need to push me away like that, is there? I'll take care of you once you get discharged. Are you trying to say I won't get better? It will seem that the man must have proposed to one of the patients here, right here in the hospital. That's not what I just wanted to put my devotion into words. Just go away. Uh-oh, sounds like he struck out a big time. Hey, stupid man, humans should simply be brought to heel by force. Go away, go away, go away. Beaten back by the patient screaming, the man's shoulders slump and he turns on his heel. She seems like a tough cookie. The more you butter up a woman like that, the more conceited they get. Better just force them to obey you. I'll come again. Don't waste your time. Nurse, look after her. I will. Still, now that I take a good look. Oh, that woman, she's not bad. If she were a nurse, she'll be on Narumi's list for sure. In fact, whether she's on the list or not, looking at her as material for my experiment, she's a gem. I'll put the flowers in your room. Don't bother, throw them away. But just do it. Understood. Just self-centeredness. I feel interest bubbling up inside me. Hehe. I walk out in front of the woman without even thinking about it. Those are pretty flowers and you want to throw them away? It would be such a shame if someone saw them like that. Ah. I pick up the scarlet flowers and inhale their scent. The gesture is a little affected, but as a dramatic enters, it suits me. Who are you? I'm Irasaka. I work here part-time, arrived the other day. Nice to meet you. Oh, a doctor. That's right. Someone like you, a part-time doctor here. I like this place. Thought it looked nice. Not now. What's that supposed to mean? Is she trying to say that my presence is soiling this hospital? What an insolent patient. You... Hey, are you mad? Get mad if you want. Ha. A mere patient insulting me, a doctor, and following up by taunting me into the bargain? But that nurse is here too. I better deal with this calmly. Nah, I'm a kind doctor, so I won't let a little thing like this. Everyone's here the same, huh? Do you mind if I have this? Sure, they are trash anyway. I politely ignored the patient's cheeky remark and tucked the bunch of flowers under my arm. They suit you. Really? Yeah, trash picking up trash. What a hoot. I got to see something funny in the end today. Let's go back. You what? That woman, did she just call me trash? Who the hell does she think she is? I ready a retort. Hurry up, let's go. Okay. Excuses? The nurse mutters an apologetic farewell as she leaves. The patient passes by me as she leaves, nurse in tow. What the hell is with that insolent patient? Enraged, I take the flower from under my arm and hurl them away. Call me trash, will she? Drat. Don't you think you can just say what you like to me, woman? You might have a pretty face, but your personality's in the pits. I guarantee it, and I've seen plenty of women in my day. Just as I thought, people like that are best brought down by science. I'll enjoy turning a woman like that to my side. Hey, the more I think about her, the more my interest in her grows. It's a bit of deviation from Narumi's request, but I think I'll observe her for a while. Just you wait. With new plans being laid out in my head, I'll walk away. I worked pretty hard today. I even put in overtime. How unlike me. Phew. Guess I'll head home. Well, I suppose it wasn't bad for a first day. Maybe tomorrow I'll find something to blackmail my target with so I can coerce her into assisting with my experiments. I'll find something for sure if I stick to her like glue. I still have 4 weeks to go, long enough to experiment to my heart's content. I can't wait. I suppose I better get some sleep soon. Morning already, huh? That's right, today is my final day at St. Julian Hospital. The promised 1 month period is up. In the end, I was unsuccessful. Narumi said there was something in it for me if I did a good job, but I wonder how Narumi will take my report. That woman sure to draw me in sarcasm. The talk of hiring me as the man in waiting to be the head of her special ward, there's no point even thinking about it. For now I can only go to the hospital and meet Narumi. I can think about what comes next after that. Okay, I better go to Narumi's office. My work over the past month is going to be evaluated. I wonder what the results will look like. I did everything I could. I guess there is nothing for it, but go and see what happens. Narumi's waiting for me in the director's office. Narumi's intelligent eyes bore into me. Could you explain yourself, please? I gulp. None of them. None? It's almost as if you are trying to tell me you failed. Narumi's eyes glint sharply. I stayed quiet, thinking you knew what you were doing, but what on earth actually were you doing this past month? I studied each of the nerd's habits using my judgment as a guide, and Narumi's gaze grows cold as she listens to me ramble aimlessly. Hirasaka, I didn't hire you to be so useless. I've heard enough. Please leave. Narumi stands up sharply and points to the door. Rage is burning in her eyes. Then the talk about me being head of the department. You are of no value whatsoever. Never show your face in front of me again. Narumi spits the words out. I can't believe it. A man like you. Narumi, get out. There's nowhere left for me to turn. It doesn't look like she's open to talking about it. Understood. See you. Narumi's icy glare stays on me right until the door closes. Ah, jeez. I was prepared for a bit of a telling off, but I never imagined she'll be quite that ticked off. Still, I got to have a little fun on my own. Guess I'll make do with that. Ah well, back to seeing my days out aimlessly. Woohoo! Is that an ambulance? Huh? Did something happen? It's getting closer. No way, Narumi? Hirasaka, correct? You are under arrest for assault. Cold and unconscious stay my wrist. Damn it, Narumi, she tricked me? You was under suspicion of violation of the Medical Act, of the Controlled Substance Act. What do you? Falsifying of medical certificates, blackmail, fraud, breach of confidentiality, embezzlement, robbery, breach of trust, forging a signature and illegal use of said signature, professional negligence resulting in bodily injury, concealment, libel, theft of immovable property, extortion, human trafficking, concealment of unnatural death, violation of the Tokyo Metropolitan Nuisance Prevention Ordinance. My goodness, you have been busy. Hang on a minute, I never did any. There's evidence against you. It's no use playing innocent now. Come on, we'll hear your excuse in the interrogation room. So basically you get arrested. Because you didn't do what Narumi asked, and you get arrested. My excuse or justification are all in vain. Or rather, Narumi prepared to get me arrested so thoroughly that I never stood a chance. I'm charged with a stock of crimes I have no recollection of committing. There's enough to ensure I'll spend the rest of my life behind bars. Is this what Narumi called me up for? To have me take the blame and leave this sad excuse for a life in her place? So there we go. That's the ending that you get in the censor version, is that you didn't do it, what Narumi said, and you get out of the hospital, but she puts like so many stuff on you that like you get past the rest on prison for the rest of your life, basically. Of course, with the uncensored patch, the story is completely different. There's choice and everything like that. Probably there's even different endings, but the story is completely different, and I love that. probably you don't even get arrested because if you do what Narumi asks, you become like the head of the part of that department. So yeah, and probably you get even higher for that hospital for, you know, for a full-time job and not a part-time. So yeah, but like it's easy to understand the story of the real game. Basically the story is like you, when you were on school, you did an experiment of education on Narumi, and then but you ran away because stuff went wrong, some shit, and they wanted to arrest you or something like that. And you disappear from the map, and you couldn't get a job nowhere, nothing like that. And then Narumi hires you as part-timer for that job. She found our character, I don't know how. And she wanted us to use that re-education on these foreigners, and then of course that girl, that patient, is our character that decides to do it on her, but is to do the education because she wants to get like money from rich people, and then like you know, deals with those rich people. They can go to that ward, and she can like at the same time blackmail those people. You know, like money deals, shit like that. So basically, the story is like that. He's using us to do our work that we did on her back in school into these foreigners to for Narumi take advantage of rich people that can visit that hospital to that special ward. But yeah, like you can buy the game on Steam. It's already available if you like this type of games, you know, visual novels. You can buy the game on Steam. It costs close to 16 euros. These games are getting expensive, but it's close to 16 euros. It's 15.60, I think it's like that. 15 euros and 60 cents. And then if you want to get the full content, you need to get the uncensored patch, apply it on the Steam version, and you get the full content of the game. It will have a lot of more content. It will have the spicy scenes. It will have choice and a lot of other stuff, and probably even endings, probably. But yeah, like. Of course, like again, but these games, like Kagura games, Shirofun games, they are getting expensive and expensive. Like probably this game is because of being, it's because it's like famous or something like that. It could be that because sometimes games that are more pricey is because more people know about it, and that's why they ask for more money. But I've seen that games from Shirofun, Kagura games, and other games like this. The price have been going up, and it doesn't mean like if they are popular or not. Probably they are seeing that more and more people are buying, and so they are increasing the price. I don't know, but yeah, like the price are going up a lot compared to like 1 year or 2 years ago. These prices are going up a lot. So yeah, but hope you're gonna enjoy here the playthrough of Night Shift Nurse. For a PC, of course, this is the censored version. This is the Steam version. If you want to get the full content, you need to buy the game on Steam, and then get the uncensored patch from Shirofun website. It's easy to understand how it works. Apply it, and you get the full content of the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.